smoke.
Yeah, there is.
There is.
User joined your channel.
I'm back.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Ja, ich habe gesehen.
Would you mind if we have a look at your property?
May I look at your fine art? Please.
Do you want me to turn around the left or around the right?
The right, please.
To the right, but if you...
Oh my god! You look... Oh, you look like Adolf Hitler.
No.
Okay.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Don't make any
Yeah.
decisions. We don't
I'm
know.
sorry, I'm
Get out
sorry.
of the house.
Yeah,
Ik
we
ben
don't.
door alleen in deze house.
What is your name, sir?
To the
My
right.
name is Adolf Hitler.
Okay.
It's very coincidental. Would you get your rifle out of my
Hey,
gezicht?
he's a civilian, McDavid. Chill
Hey,
out.
hey, get these two boys outside.
Who is Eva?
That's just two civilians. I think you guys first about.
You know what? I don't think he's a civilian.
That's it.
Say this. Both of you, put your hands up.
He can't put his hand up. Only the
I
right
can put my
hand.
hands up. I can put only one hand up.
Let's see that.
Let's see that. Let's see that.
Let's just see which one he uses.
It's tough, boys.
For some reasons I cannot. But you have to believe me.
You have to put your hands up. It's like a blank face for me, but I looked at the file. It's a bit sus there.
This mustache is just fashion now.
Mr. Schindler?
You ruined my mustache. You ruined my mustache. You know, people think of me.
Would you be kind of just
Make sure Type Hands goes with him.
I was
I've got
staying
one
really
cover.
Yes.
Go with him, Type Hands.
This is bad cover. We're all gonna die.
Wie stappen?
no.
Stap, zwei stappen oder
Go look
drei
at the flowers.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Ein, zwei, drei.
Wrong direction.
More right, more right.
More right.
More to the right.
More right.
Yes. Do it, my savage.
Well, is that? Oh my god.
Just got two innocent civilians. Two innocent civilians.
Hello.
With your permission, I would like to dress my men.
That'll be fine, gentlemen.
It's the 100 Foisters.
Man, it was a long war. It was a hard war. You fought for your fatherland bravely and proudly. Your special troop was found a bonding which can develop only in combat amongst comrades. We have shared the foxholes.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Supported each other in terrible moments. I'm proud of you. Everybody earns a long and happy life in peace.
Left your channel. Channel switched.
Wolf would become advisor to the general staff and serve the military right up until the Vietnam War. He never forgot the mesmerizing beauty of the Austrian countryside, so after he left the military, and his wife and 14 kids moved to Fuchsburg, Austria, about an hour west of Vienna. He opened up a small bakery and went on to win the first prize in renowned Großer Nationale Österreichische Sachertortenbackwettbewerb. He retired in 1975, devoted the rest of his life to skiing and hiking.
Beautiful. So beautiful.
But Tavish married his high school sweetheart right after the war and opened the world's first all-you-can-eat haggis restaurant in Glasgow, Delaware. He was hospitalized in 1978 following an eating contest. 50% of his stomach had to be surgically removed. Life was never quite the same anymore after that, he said. Would later die in an unfortunate shortbed incident in 1991. Stuart moved to Flanders, where he lived with his parakeet and 5 golden retrievers. He became a pastor and volunteered for local services helping the homeless. He is remembered for his counter-movement during the sexual revolution of the 1960s called Bruh. He lived out his life peacefully and passed away in his sleep in 1989 in the arms of his lover Bruno. Cooper stayed in the Army after the war, where he served in the Pacific and the Korean War, where he went MIA, till he popped up in Japan in 1955. Nobody knew where he had been. After a short travel through Asia, he met his wife back Bean, and they settled down in Bean Station, Tennessee. Cooper went on to found his own baked bean company, Gold of Beans. Cooper would unfortunately drown during an attempt to create the world's largest bean can. After a short stint in the adult film industry, Magnus decided to make use of his technical skills. He set up a major contracting business. 20 years later, he purchased a mountain hotel in Denver, Colorado, with his savings and remodeled it from the ground up. His old pal Wolf would come and visit him every now and again for a ski trip in the Colorado mountains. He passed on his mountain hotel to his 2 sons after his death in 2001.
I was rich!
Lyles got back to his farm after the war, where he'd heard all of his animals had died. It took a while for him to get things back together, and when a tsunami hit Wales, he decided to build an ark to help local farmers save their livestock. Due to a leak, he had to abandon sheep. He later opened an insemination clinic for sheep. You can still find him there today, breeding his famous red-bottom ewes. Wright never really recovered from what he had seen during the war. He led a fairly secluded life as a political analyst for a couple of years. Till 1950, he decided to try his hand at flat-track motorcycle racing and found his calling. He won multiple gold medals and was world famous for a while. There were rumors of him selling barrels of crude oil from the Middle East, but those were never backed up because he vanished without a trace in 1971 before he was called up for trial. No one has heard from him since. Gohan was cast for a movie after the war. He went on to play in several blockbusters such as Stepdad Chronicles and The Great Escape. He switched jobs during the late 1970s and needed rehab after his 6th wife had left him for a Pakistani rug dealer. He went on to be news anchor for the Channel 7 News for almost 17 years. Unfortunately, he passed away after a head-on collision with a truck full of beans. Private Knapp went back to his homestead of someplace, Arkansas. Someday he just packed up and left. He finally found a place to call home in Quebec, Canada, where he went on to work for a French-Canadian law firm, Lacringe and Shads.
A good life.
In 1968, he got very sick. He refused treatment. On his deathbed, when asked why he had refused it, he stated that he found the treatment to be, quote, not based. He lived on to become 91 years old. Mattis was in the Army until 1947, after which he focused on geographical and biological research. After getting a degree at the Community University of Nature Treatment, CUNT in short, he went on his way. Mattis went on expeditions in Antarctica and Greenland, where he studied the vast nothingness of ice and snow. After being attacked by a herd of wild puffins in Greenland, he got sent to Copenhagen to recover, where he spent a short period in a mental institution. He lived the rest of his life in seclusion, believing himself to be a Civil War artillery sergeant. He died at the age of 93.
That's nice.
User left your channel.
Can I move now?